Today's video, I wanted to read Job chapter 3, but first I just want to show this advertisement that was shown to me on Reddit. Transform your silhouette with up tuck and aways tucking shapewear. And I clicked on it, and their website was bright orange, which didn't surprise me at all. And you know, kind of like how Reddit is bright orange, and Reddit also equals 33. I just thought I would share that with you. It really is, the orange thing is connected to the Bafo Club. And I just saw this funny. I think this image is clearly made with AI, and I think this is just rage bait. Rage bait is an interesting thing. It's probably always been around, but now it's just really, really obvious. I can think of all sorts of, rage baity type channels that exist on YouTube where it just reminds me of Kay's cooking. She's always using orange bowls and spatulas and stuff in her cooking. But people that they make a cooking channel to purposefully cook badly. And sometimes the lines get blurred and it's hard to know who's genuinely just a bad cook out there. I would compare cooking with Jack is like a real bad cook. People watch because they're bad, but they're actually bad, versus somebody like Kay's cooking who is not being genuine with it, and it's like a character that they put on. Anyways, this orange-haired AI thing, I thought this was rage bait, and rage bait is an interesting phenomenon, and it's annoying how many people don't even know what rage bait is, and how it is just interesting how the AI, it loves stuff like that because of the engagement that it gets. And yeah, I don't know. Leave in the comments what you think about it. I'm going to read Job chapter 3, a really cool chapter from Job. A lot of the chapters from Job, it's reads more like a Platonic dialogue. One person says a bunch of stuff, another person responds. But then there's just intermixed in there really cool, interesting chapters where it's okay, now God is talking about his creation, and God comes in like a whirlwind, if I recall correctly, in the middle of Job and is talking. So, and other parts of Job are very poetic, like this. This reminds me of the I lament, I despise the day that I was born type of poetry. That I always had kind of a soft spot for that kind of thing in high school, reading people's poetry, angsty teenage poetry. But of course, I think Job wasn't an angsty teenager and had a lot of reasons to curse the day that he was born. And he doesn't curse God through any of this, but this just shows that Christians don't have to be those everything sunshine, happy rainbows 24/7. There is so much suffering in this world, and life is really painful, and it would have been easier if we were never born and we could just jump to the end. And a lot of people can relate to not necessarily enjoying life for the most part. We have to look for the beauty and the happiness because there's just so much sadness and strife and wanting it to be over. So we can relate. Anyways, let me read it. I'm just going to read it, and that'll be it for today. I'm not going to show the words. I'm just reading out of KJV. After this opened Job his mouth, and cursed his day. And Job spake and said, Let the day perish wherein I was born, and the night in which it was said, There was a man-child conceived. Let the day be darkness. Let not God regard it from above, neither let the light shine upon it. Let darkness and the shadow of death stain it. Let a cloud dwell upon it. Let the blackness of the day terrify it. As for that night, let darkness seize upon it. Let it not be joined unto the days of the year. Let it not come into the number of the months. Lo, let that night be solitary. Let no joyful voice come therein. Let them curse it that curse the day, who are ready to raise up their mourning. Let the stars of the twilight thereof be dark. Let it look for light, but have none, neither let it see the dawning of the day. Because it shut not up the doors of my mother's womb, nor hid sorrow from mine eyes. Why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly? Why did the knees prevent me, or why the breast that I should suck? For now should I have lain still and been quiet. I should have slept, then had I been at rest. with kings and counselors of the earth, which built desolate places for themselves, or with princes that had gold, who filled their houses with silver, or as a hidden untimely birth I had not been, as infants which never saw light. There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. There the prisoners rest together, they hear not the voice of the oppressor. The small and great are there, and the servant is free from his master. Wherefore is light given to him that is in misery, and life unto the bitter in soul, which long for death, but it cometh not, and dig for it more than for hid treasures, which rejoice exceedingly and are glad when they can find the grave. Why is light given to a man whose way is hid, and from whom God hath hedged in? For my sighing cometh before I eat, and my roarings are poured out like the waters. For the thing which I greatly feared is come upon me, and that which I was afraid of is come unto me. I was not in safety, neither had I rest, neither was I quiet, yet trouble came. And so this is what Job spoke after 7 days of complete silence with his friends at his side. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. God bless everyone.